Hey everyone, I'm back with another video. With Phase 2 underway for WoW Season of Discovery, I think it's the perfect time to talk about the importance of the dungeons, Alderman, and RFD. Now, if you remember, I made a video saying the same exact thing about Razorfin Crawl for Phase 1, mainly because of the ring from the escort quest, but also the BOE drops that were useful either for your toon or your pockets. Alderman and RFD provide many of the same benefits, but the trash drops and some of the boss items are hard to ignore. Now, let's not also forget, maybe you want to wait and do these dungeons at level 40 because they do have quests with them, especially Alderman. There is at least 3 to 4 quests that you do inside or outside of the dungeon. If you save that for 40, you're going to get a lot of gold just from doing those quests. Same with the escort quest for RFD, and then also the Vanquisher Sword quest that comes with RFD that you get in Thunder Bluff if you're Horde. Sure, some of the dungeon will be hard to complete for Alderman, that is, since the back half of it is level 45 and the dungeon or the bosses have loot that you can't even equip anyways. But if you have a solid group of gamers that you trust, you should be able to have no problem farming the trash and some of the bosses. So let's dig in. Get it? Because people are digging around Alderman. So let's talk about some of the boss loot. And to be honest, with the amount of skill players have today mixed in with the runes and the gear, most groups should be able to clear at least half of it, if not a little more of the dungeon. So let's take a look at some of these pieces. Now for Ironya, you need a couple items to summon her, but for some reason my Atlas loot is not updating. It has BFD, but not Nomergon. I don't know what's going on with it, but they have the Stoneweaver leggings. These actually have 15 healing on them as well, so these are massive for casters. And let's not forget about the 3 Vikings. Now at the STV event, the PvP is super popular right now. So we have the Horned Viking helmet, which has a knockback, great for warriors. We have the Nordic Longshank, which is actually considered pre-bis for a lot of classes. And then we have the Olaf Purpose Shield, which reduces your fall speed, useful for STV again. Now, again, Galgan, Grimlock, Arcadius all have items that you can't even equip, but we do have the Ancient Stonekeeper, which has the Craig Fist plus defense. And if you get good stats on a random enchantment, great for warriors or paladins. Now let's take a look at mainly why I love Alderman. The trash drops. You have the Fez with 22 healing. You have a bunch of different other items that have a massive amount of stats on them that could be useful either for your pocketbooks or ended up for your character. You have the Unearthed Bands, which have random enchantment again, but also 8 AP attached to them with another enchant. And if you get good stats on them, these could be massive for you. You have the Skull Plate Bracers, which are plate and also a little better than the BFD ones. You have the Monolithic Bow, which is actually considered pre-bis for warriors, has 6 strength and 3 agi. You have the Dig Master, which most of the warriors are miners anyways. This is a great offhand for, especially for orcs. You have the Stone Vault Bonebreaker, good attack speed for a main hand, also has 16 AP on it. You have a good offhand sword, another good offhand sword, a good two-handed axe. The Pendulum of Doom, the big daddy of all, 4.0 attack speed, delivers a 250 to 350 damage chance on hit. Now, if you end up getting this item, you are going to make a ton of money. And then you also have the Shoveler and the Jackhammer. Not very important ones, but let's take a look at RFD as well. You have the plate 40 piece right here that is very good. Now, these Arachnid gloves could also be very good as well if you get a good random enchantment on them. But the main thing for warriors here is the rare Raggle Snout because he has the belt with 30 AP on it, massive. The shield also with 22 AP on it, and if you're prot, a lot of block with that strength. And it also has Excalibur, not your best option for orc, but 40 AP on a sword with decent attack speed. That is pretty awesome. And then some of the trash again, the Quillwort Harness, 19 agi, 8 strength, excuse me. That will sell for a lot of money. The wand, now Frost isn't very popular right now, but for boosting opportunities, that would be good. The Quill Shooter, which should be worth a decent amount of money. And then you have the Manslayer and Bone Slasher. Again, just a quick video, guys, on the importance of running RFD and Alderman. Good items, pre-bis, and good items to sell for a lot of money for your pockets. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you another time.